For centuries, geography, temperature, rainfall, altitude, and seasonal cycles acted as natural barriers against infectious diseases. These environmental conditions determined where microbes could survive, where disease-carrying insects could reproduce, and where pathogens simply could not establish themselves. Nature itself created invisible boundaries that help shape the global distribution of diseases. But the world is changing, and many of those boundaries are beginning to weaken. One of the clearest examples can be seen in disease-carrying insects. Mosquitoes have been seen beyond their natural habitat. Regions that were once too cold for them to survive are becoming increasingly hospitable. Mosquitoes are now being detected at higher elevations and in areas where winters were once severe enough to keep their populations under control. A well-documented example comes from the mountains of East Africa. For decades, malaria was largely confined to lower elevations because cooler temperatures in the highlands slowed mosquito development and prevented the malaria parasite from completing its life cycle inside the mosquito. Communities living at higher elevations were naturally protected by the colder climate. As temperatures have risen over recent decades, malaria-carrying Anopheles mosquitoes have been detected at higher altitudes in parts of Kenya, Ethiopia and Uganda. In parts of the Andes Mountains in Colombia and Peru, the mosquito Aedes aegypti, the primary carrier of dengue fever, has been recorded at higher elevations than in the past. When insects move, the diseases they carry will move too. Public health experts say that the climate is now opening up new suitable locations. Pathogens that once struggled to survive through long cold seasons are increasingly able to persist year-round. Even small changes in temperature can have significant biological consequences. A warmer climate alters breeding cycles, migration patterns, and seasonal activity. Every shift in the biological calendar creates new opportunities for microbes and the organisms that carry them. Pathogens that once circulated only among wildlife may encounter domestic animals. Pathogens that once infected only animals may gain access to humans. The boundaries that once separated ecosystems begin to blur. Scientists refer to this process as spillover. This occurs when a pathogen successfully jumps from one species to another. It is a natural biological process, but one that can have profound consequences. Many of the world's most significant infectious diseases are believed to have originated through spillover events. HIV, Ebola, SARS, COVID-19. Each emerged through complex interactions among humans, animals, and the environments they shared. Climate change does not directly create these pathogens. However, it can increase the conditions that make spillover more likely. As forests are cleared and natural habitats disappear, wildlife is forced to adapt. Many animals move into new areas in search of food, water, and shelter. Along the way, they encounter species they would rarely meet under normal conditions, creating new pathways for microbes to move between wildlife, livestock, and people. And whenever new species meet, microbes are given new opportunities to evolve. Viruses mutate, bacteria exchange genetic material, fungi adapt to changing environmental conditions. The microbial world is constantly experimenting through the process of evolution. Most of these experiments fail, a few succeed, and when they do, the consequences can reshape societies, economies, and even the course of human history.